from the grave. Yeah, it's been one of those weird and wonderful months, and coming to the end of it, I'm starting to brighten up, and the world is starting to get some sunshine, and the clouds are starting to clear, and all that type of wonderful loveliness. Now, I bet you're wondering, why am I doing this video? What is this video for? And actually, this is the first time I'm doing a video, but there's no actual reason for doing this video. Now you're going to say, well, why are you doing it then? Now, the single reason for doing this video is as such. I was reading through my normal perusings of non-fiction, and I came to a conclusion, and it was another step on from the Nowism video that I did earlier on this year, or, well, a couple of months ago. And it came to that conclusion that when we talk about religion, we are actually talking about the winner of the evolutionary religion battle. Somewhere along the line, there was a battle of religions. I mean, we're looking at the top winners of the religious battles. And you're going to say, what are you talking about? Now, the problem is, why have we got, I mean, when you start to think about why have we got the religions that we've got, and why do they have certain moral kind of inclusions that surpass the existence of time? Why do they have these moral precepts that kind of ring true today, as well as all the garbage that they have mixed up in their, in their, and it really is as simple as this. If you were like the most warlike religion in history, with no idea of peace and giving back to their fellow man, you'd have pretty much died out. Now, and if you were also, one of the nice religions where everyone was goody-goody to everyone, you'd have probably got your head lopped off. So what we're dealing with now is we're dealing with the winners of the evolutionary battle up to this point. But the problem you have with that, and it raises some different problems, is that these guys, these religions, if you look at them as separate entities, are essentially the winners of the battle. Now, if you realise these are the most warlike religions that still maintain that degree of, togetherness and bonding that you have, you realise there really is only one inevitable conclusion of all of this. What is that, you might ask? It's the fact that they're going to war. They're going to fight each other. They're going to, progress through and see which one will be the end battle. There isn't going to be any peace with these religions around. And you're going to say, well, why, DR? What leads you to that conclusion? They all talk about peace. They all talk about, love thy fellow man. And yes, you're right. They do. They do all talk about love thy fellow man and love thy neighbour. But there's one thing you have to remember. These are essentially warring religions. They are warring religions because they survive. Look at evolution. The ones that survive tend to be the ones that are best adapted for their situation and their carriers. Christianity, Islam, they're best suited for their carriers. Us, they're ideally suited to deal with the trials and tribulations of the... Now, you're going to say, well, they're not really built to deal with the trials and tribulations of the modern world, because the modern world is casting them aside. Well, plus, you have to remember, with its quick fix solutions and its one-size-fits-all answers to everything, it's pretty easy for us to kind of take, especially as life gets quicker and quicker. We just want and we seek out easy answers. It really is as simple as that. Why would you want a religion of complexity that tells you that nothing ever exists and nothing? You want something that tells you there's someone looking after you and they're going to have your best interest in heart and they're going to be there till the bitter end, till the battle and the end of days. Look at the imaginary head of our little, Western world, the USA, where religion is popping up its ugly head over and over and over again. But that's not indicative for the whole world. Yeah, but it's indicative of one of the most warlike countries that we have, and these religions are essentially fighting religions. But you're not making any sense. What do you mean they're essentially? As I said before, they're the winners. They fought, they battled, they survived. And they weren't just like surviving by being the one handing out bread and water and wine to people. They survived by literally killing people and doing that for centuries. So you really got to see it in that respect. Well then, what are you talking about? What's this whole video for? As I said, I have no idea. I just thought about this and I just thought I'd make a video about it. Well, that's a bit depressing though, because it means that there's inevitably going to be a fight between the two religions, or three religions, or whatever religions are left over, because they're essentially bringing out that nature of conflict within us, and there's going to be the Highlander battle to prove which one is the winner. Yeah, I kind of agree. We are gonna have a we have no rivals, no man can be my equal kind of battle at some stage, and that's the whole end of days rapture thing. I don't think it's going to be some sort of mystical Santa Claus coming up and creating the rapture. It's going to be us. That's really what's the sad thing. But why are you pointing this out now? Why are you bringing it up in the video now? What's the... I think the point I'm trying to make is that this is why it's important for the reasoning community. I've changed the name just because I hate the term atheistic community, but the reason community to get off their asses and start doing something. And I mean doing something not by flaming people, but just by the constant spread of education, the constant spread of knowledge. So... there you go. Yeah, I think we can all do something about that, but there's so many great people out there. I mean, how do I compete with some of the great knowledge and brilliant videos that are out there? Well, when it comes to knowledge, that's an easy thing. Read a book. Pick up a book, read, Ingersoll, and form your own opinions. Read and search out knowledge. Close that gap with knowledge. When it comes to videos, well, it's just practice makes perfect. No one's going to make videos as good as Coughlin in one day. You're not going to wake up one morning and make brilliant videos. But with practice, you're going to make pretty good videos, and you're going to reach different... I think you got a good point there. I think that's what I'll do. So guys, keep making videos. Keep putting those opinions out there. Keep putting those ideas out there, because that's the only way that we'll get the message across that it's time to actually look at things with a bit more reasoning thinking. Anyway, this is DR saying peace out. And have a safe journey wherever you're heading.